What's up, world? It's your girl T Fizzle, and I'm here today just doing another blog. And if you guys don't know, I'm still taking questions for my question and answer segment, and I'm also taking any type of ideas that you guys may have for the channel or any questions that you guys had that you want me to do a video on. And I had gotten a video request from one of my subscribers, and they wanted to know what I thought about negative people and how do I handle negative people. Well, sweetie, this is what I think about negativity and negative people. I feel like sometimes, everybody gets in a negative skunk. Everybody feels down on themselves or feels down about their situation. But when you feel down on yourself so much that you're just stuck in that negative funk, I call those type of people energy vampires. Because they suck your energy and they drain the life out of you. And every time they call is to complain or whine or, just go on and on about something. And half the time, the stuff that they're mad about is the same exact situation they put themselves in. I understand that things happen at times that we can't control, but I know a lot of people who are negative and it's like a situation that they created. And it's like, how are you mad at everybody? How are you mad at the world when you put yourself in that situation? But the best way that I've been able to handle, like, negative people in my life, I really don't keep them around. I don't keep them around too much longer. I'm the type of person, I love positivity, I love positive energy. I don't like drama. I don't like a bunch of mess. And when I was younger, I used to feed into a lot of like negative stuff and, deal with people who were like, just on the wrong path. And then finally I kind of woke up like, this is not the type of lifestyle I want to live. These are not the type of people that I really even consider friends. Like when they're down and out, I'm always there for them. I have their back. But then when the shoe's on the other foot, they're nowhere to be seen. So, depending on how close you are with that person, like let's say it's a family member, sometimes it is kind of hard to cut off family, but, I've done that too with certain people in my family. But when it's a family member, especially if it's someone that you were close to in the past, I usually try and sit down with them and really talk to them and get to the bottom of what's wrong. Because a lot of times, sometimes people are negative or they're in a negative funk and they may not even realize it. They may not even realize that the vibe that they're putting out there into the universe, into, their environment is just negative. So a lot of times with people like that I'm very, very close to, it could be my kids. My son could come home from school one day, just have an attitude, don't want to be bothered, and I'll sit and I'll talk to him. What's wrong with you? Why are you being so negative today? What happened? So sometimes it's good to pry and try and get to the bottom of that, because sometimes people just need an outlet. People just need to vent and let you know what's going on in their life. But if that person is continuously venting and every day it's something else and every day it's some type of drama, then 9 times out of 10 they're just a negative person and you really don't need them in your life on a consistent basis. Because see, the thing about negativity that I've learned over the years is that it's a cancer and it spreads. So somebody could say something, and if you feed in, it's so easy to feed into it. Let's say, let me use for an example, somebody saying men ain't shit, I can't stand guys aren't nothing, black men this and black men that. And a lot of women end up feeding into that, and it's not true. There's a lot of good black men out here. But, when you put something negative out there, you're going to find people who feed into it. And it's so easy to get caught up in the hype and get caught up in, when you're dealing with negative people, you want to basically deal with them from afar. Like I said, depending on how close you are with them. When it's my son, I'm going to be on top of him because that's my child. But when it's certain people like associates or co-workers, I listen to you vent, but I'm going to deal with it from afar because I don't want you to suck me into your negativity. I don't want you to suck me in to your negative energy, because then, like I said, it's like a cancer. Now, you done sat here and listened to this person vent, whine, and complain for an hour. Now you're physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally drained. And then when you go home to your family, now you have an attitude because you done took on that person's problems. And I used to do that a lot with like my friends and, like I said, associates. Like people would be going through stuff, they're mad about something, had an argument with their boyfriend. And I just sat here and listened to this for the past hour, and now I'm upset. Now I'm mad for no reason. So like I said, it's a cancer. So as far as negative people, depending on who they are, I really don't deal with them. And especially when it comes to this whole internet thing, I don't have time for it. That's one thing I'm not going to deal with on YouTube or on anywhere else is negativity. People are always going to say what they want to say about you. People are going to have their opinions about you. Not everyone is going to like you. Like I've said from jump, not everyone is your friend. But the key is to love yourself no matter what. You're not going to please everybody. But as long as you're happy with you, That's all you got to worry about. But yeah, as far as negative people, baby girl, I wouldn't even trip over it. You're always going to have negative people in your life. You're always going to have people who have something smart to say, you know, who are mad about this, this, and that. But like I said, a lot of times, you know, a lot of the issues that people are upset about are self-induced. You know, you're mad that none of your kids' dads are with you, but why do you have kids by 6 different people? I'm just keeping it real. If the first relationship didn't work and the second one didn't work, why would you continue to have children instead of trying to either work or fix the first 2 relationships you were in? But I have friends who sit here and complain about how man ain't this and man ain't that and continue to bring kids into the world. So, I mean, real talk, negativity, I can't stand it. I don't think that you know, like I said, we all get into negative funks. We all go through things in life. Life is not fair. I'll be the first to say that life is so not fair, you know, but one thing that helps me, you know, stay positive and keep like a, you know, a positive spirit and just, you know, keep myself being goofy and, you know, not stress over everything I'm going through in my personal life with my health. One thing that just keeps me up is that I know it could be worse. I know that I could have not woke up today. I know that, you know, somebody close to me could have not woke up today. And being that I'm here to live another day and to make another video, that keeps me positive. You know, that keeps me happy. And that definitely, you know, if somebody is not thinking with that same mentality, like they hate life and they don't want to be here and life sucks, I don't want to be around that because I love life. You know, and I want to live my life to the fullest. So that's what I have to say about negative people. They're energy vampires. We all have the right to be negative at points in our lives. You know, even if you want to be negative for a few hours. But do realize you need to come up out that funk. Life is too short to sit around being pissed off all the time. Life is way too short. And it goes by so fast. And it passes by so quickly that, you know, before you know it, you're dead and gone. So, you know, enjoy the life that you have. It makes no sense to sit around being negative, being angry, being upset. Life is too short. And I'll say it again, that's just my quote right there. But you know, that's honestly, that's how I deal with negative people. 9 times out of 10, I just don't deal with them. You know, I've had lots of negative people come in and out of my life, you know, tell me this and tell me that, and, you know, they're mad with themselves about this, they're mad about that. Just cut them off. If you can't do nothing else with them, if you try to reach out to them, you've tried to help them, you tried to be that shoulder to lean on, you know, when all else fails, pray for them. And, you know, I believe in prayer, and I feel like prayer works, but, you know, if somebody is so negative and they just have a black energy or like just a cold heart, like they're just so upset they're not even willing to allow the prayer to affect them or to allow God to come into their lives and work, you know, a certain way, then honestly it's probably time to cut that relationship off. You know, sometimes you have to cut people off, you know, and then maybe one day when they wake up and they realize like, wow, she really was a friend to me. She really was a good person, and I haven't met or seen anyone like that since. They'll come back to you. People always have a way of coming back to you. If they know that you're a truly good and genuine person, they'll come back. But sometimes you have to cut people off because there's no need for you to dwell or worry or stress yourself out about somebody else's negativity and somebody else's issues, especially if they're not willing to change or do better for themselves. You know, that's how I feel. If you're not willing to change or do better in your life, why am I going to stress over it? You got to love you first. That's your life. I can't live your life for you. You can't live my life for me. So that's the main thing. So thank you for your question. I truly appreciate that. I hope you liked the vlog. Please rate, subscribe, leave a comment. If you guys have any other things you guys want to ask me questions about, or, you know, want to know my opinion on, or, you know, have questions for me, or just topics, you know, go ahead and just send me a message, and I'll be sure to make a video. Alright, be blessed. Deuces.